These short videos will be all based on Nikola Tesla and Einstein and whoever I receive for that day, and just sharing out information. This is a disclosure. These aren't predictions. These aren't facts. These are my own experiences of receiving. Okay. So just want to be clear with that. And I've been a receiver for a very long time, and this is part of my work and sharing this out. Why am I sharing this out? Perhaps it will be beneficial to some. Perhaps you will be inspired. Perhaps you will get your light bulb moment or figure out an equation. I don't know. Whatever it is for you. And I am happy and pleased to do so. And if you have any questions, comments, please reach out to me. And I'll leave my email address as well. Okay. And I'll just start. And it might be a little abstract as I receive. Every morning. I get up very early. And Nikola usually comes in on 3, 6, 9 days, 11, and 12 days. So today being a 12 day, it's 1/5/2022 equals 12 equals 3. So 2 + 1 3. He will come in fast and furious on these days, and as this morning he did. And how I know, for me, integrating the information, I've been receiving from him for a while now, and I know exactly. I know his tone. I know the frequency that he comes in at, and usually it's a word. So he connects with me with a word, and then it just opens up from there, and it's usually really. Like this morning, fast and furious. So, and then Einstein will come in, and how I know for me to interpret how he comes in for me now is I'll see a big, huge whiteboard, and he'll be right in front of the whiteboard, and he'll be, he always has chalk though. He likes chalk. So I don't know how that equates. I still see the whiteboard, but then he's like on it. He's chalkboard that's white, perhaps. I don't know. He likes chalk. So anyway, and then I know it needs to really focus in on. I don't have a science background and or mathematical. I'm not a mathematician or any of those things. Fascinated by all of those fields, of course, but so I'm not connected to it. There's no filter. So when I receive, it's just openly receiving. I don't ask questions. Sometimes I do, but I'm very, quite frequently, I just receive, and I'm just open, and I'm ascertaining the information. I hear it, I see it very clearly. I feel it in my body, and then I start to sketch it as best I can. I'm not a sketch artist. I need help in that area. Yeah, if you can, draw what I see, that would be brilliant. I wish I could just, push a button and it would just all be over. It would be amazing. Anyway, so Nikola Tesla comes in for me with one word, and he came in quadrilateral today. And then I underlined it, and I'll kind of show you what transpired. It says turns and prevents for the turn, a tetrahedron 5, and then the numbers started flooding in. So it was a 4, 3, 2, and then there was a 9 on top, 9 on bottom, 6 to the left, 6 to the right, and then there was a 3, 3, 3, 3. And then there was a polarity P circled for polarity, and then the V for velocity. Brief moments to enter into a black hole. So then I saw the pyramid. So I go back and forth from just Egypt in general. Egypt always comes in through my visions. Through I'm a very clear visionary. I'm there. I'll just explain it that way. Anyway, a pyramid came in, and as it, the base, there was numbers around it, but usually in the past that has happened, and that's how I have received it. But this morning was very different. It was very interesting. Came in dots. So there was very specific dots that came in. So there was, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was 6 dots here, 6 dots here, 6 dots here. And they all were intertwined right on top of the point. And then the light came in through the point of the pyramid. And then there was numbers on the sides of the pyramid. But then there was just this line through the 5 quadrants of the pyramid. And then underneath was the water, of course. There was a lot of water, very, very deep down into the earth. And it was all connected. So there was this huge line. Then shifted to the black hole. So there was a black hole pyramid connection happening. And while I'm receiving, I'm seeing all of this simultaneously and bouncing back and forth, going back and forth, and just taking notes and sketching and ascertaining all the information. I'm not asking questions. I'm just in full on receiving mode. So the black hole. So it was counterclockwise 10 to the 5th, and then it was clockwise 10 to the 5th, and then counterclockwise to the 5th, 10 to the 5th, 10 to the 5th, 10 to the 5th. And then there was, and then Nicholas came in, Nikola came. Anyway, I call him, I have nickname. Anyway, okay, so all the coordinates, it says all these, so there's 15, okay, so there was a circle, and then it was broken up into 4 quadrants, and it said 15, 15, 15, 15. And then it said all these coordinates need to be exact to be precise. And then it says look up P for polarity versus velocity. And then it was the V and then the P for the amplitude. Amplitude came up. So that was another word. And then let's see, it says it's the variance of the quadrilateral turn of the shape that allows for the structure to navigate precisely in which way that object moves through equals the high velocity of speed. And then there's a tetrahedron encompassed with a circle. And then there was the north, the south, the east, and the west. So then it went into, let's see, light, how the light was coming through from all the dots above the pyramid, how it was coming through. And water is the conduit. So there would always have to, there was water. The water would be the conduit. And the crystal was in the 5th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it was in the 3rd, I guess, chamber of the pyramid. And it was for the movement. So there was a crystal, so it was light, crystal, water. And then that would create that effortless flow. And that was the components of the sound chamber that is next to the pyramid that I saw. And there was these, it's a sound chamber in the earth. And there are 5 quadrants within the sound chamber that would move up. So it was the sound moving up that would bring in the light into the pyramid, to the point, the pyramid, to transfer through and then bring in and solidify into the water as the conduit to bring up and out. Let's see. So that was that. So, and I'll kind of, so not a sketch artist, don't laugh, but so this is, yeah, please don't. It's kind of silly when you look at it, it's like, it makes sense to me. Anyway, so this is the black hole, but you know, and condensed, and these are the numbers, and let's see, and then the quadrants, and that was the way the lights came in. So, and then it was all uniformed, and there was more here, and then but it came through here, right down the middle, and then the water. Anyway, oh yeah, and then here, so these were the numbers that flooded in fast. I was like, oh, okay, right. So, oh, and then the lights were red, left to right, right to left. Yeah, right to left, left to right, right to left, left to right. And that's how I scry too. That's how, yeah, that's how I scry. Left to right, right to left. And that's how I see. So that's how, yeah, that's how I see. Anyway, wanted to share that, and thank you for joining me today. Perhaps you received a light bulb moment, gained clarity on something that was perplexing you. Maybe you found it fascinating. Maybe you're fascinated by it. Maybe you're not. But this is what this playlist will be about. And it will be everyday relativity. Okay, thanks so much. And please leave your comments or questions, and or reach out to me at Corina@trinehealing.com if you have any further questions or, yeah, comments. Okay, thank you so much. And yeah, till the next video. Thank you.